Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Lazy Man's Way to Make Coffee. I'm Al for Drinking Coffee, in case you didn't already know. Today I'm going to walk you through how to make the easiest iced coffee of your life. Now this is going to be very similar to the pour over method that I showed you before, but obviously this is the iced version. So what you're going to need for this is your pour over. There's multiple ways that you can go about this. You can grab yourself a Chemex, there's the Bodum pour over as well. I today have this carafe, which I got from Fellow Products. It's a double-walled carafe, and this is basically a vessel that I'm going to be using to brew my coffee in before pouring it into my glass. And I also grabbed the Stag XR pour-over dripper. This I find to be a little bit better, allows for a little bit more of a smoother cup of coffee because it takes a little bit longer to drip and allows for more of a brewing process within the pour-over itself. Obviously, to use this, you're going to want a paper filter, or you can grab a cloth filter if you're interested, or a metal filter. It really depends on your preference, depends on what you want to use. But grab yourself the pour over for you to be prepped for this brewing method. You're also going to want some ice, because you're going to put the ice into the carafe and prepare that so that when you pour over, it's pouring over ice. Now, most important thing is obviously the coffee. I picked a coffee that's a little bit more fruity, a little bit more summery, which is Discovery's La Copia. And it's got notes of raspberry, marzipan, and biscotti, which I think all together are gonna bring about a really dynamic, fruity flavor that I'm really gonna enjoy. But as usual, pick the coffee that's best for you. Just make sure you use a little bit more this time, and that's what we're gonna be doing, because when you're brewing a cold coffee, with cold water, it takes a little bit longer, a little bit more to extract that flavor. And if it's gonna be hitting the ice, you're gonna want a little bit more strength in that coffee. So we're gonna be basically grinding a little bit more. But anyways, without further ado, let's make some coffee. So what we're gonna wanna do is just lightly sprinkle in the coffee, just like so, and prep it. And now we're gonna grab hot water. We're gonna slowly pour, just like we would for a regular pour over. And then once it's fully saturated, we'll leave it to brew for about 45 seconds. Now we'll keep this process going 3 or 4 times like you would for a regular pour over. Just allow the coffee to slowly drip onto the ice until you've fully brewed a full cup of coffee and melted the ice relatively. So the next step, and this is really important, is you're gonna want the ice to melt. So you're gonna give it a little bit of a swirl. The water's still a little bit warm, but this is gonna allow the ice to melt and provide that iced coffee flavor and sensation in your drink. And you're just gonna wanna keep doing this until the ice is mainly gone so that you're ready to pour. Also, if you're interested, you can stir it with a spoon. I suggest a wooden spoon and not a metal spoon because you don't wanna change the flavor of the coffee. So, wooden spoon, stir stick, chopstick, anything that's wooden so that it doesn't add to the flavor of the coffee, and you can ensure that the coffee stays natural and enjoyable. Now the very last step that you're going to want to do is pour your coffee. I went an extra step and chilled the glass as well as added ice cubes to it, but you can just add ice cubes to it. You want it obviously to be iced coffee, so add the ice cubes to add that cold flavor to it. Then all you're going to do is, after you've mixed it, pour into your glass, full cup if you want. I, as you can tell, really enjoy my coffee. And now you're ready to serve. And there you have it, a nice easy iced coffee every single time. Now you can enjoy this in summer or in winter if you really want, whenever. Just make sure you grab the right bag of beans for you, the right coffee for you, and make sure you follow this process and take your time with it. Really enjoy the process. Now, all I ask is that you like, comment, subscribe, and really go out and enjoy yourself a great cup of coffee. Because you know I will. Cheers.